Hi everyone, we're going to go over 8.1 confidence intervals. Okay, so our essential question is, what is a confidence interval of confidence level C%, and how do we interpret its meaning? Alright, so we have in statistics, we have point estimators, and it is a statistic which allows a prediction of a population parameter. Now, point estimate is the value of a statistic obtained from a sample. So think of a point estimator as a sample statistic, i.e. like sample mean, and the actual number to be the point estimate. So we use sample mean to give us a prediction of population parameter, and point estimate is going to be the actual sample mean. Okay? So a confidence interval tells us how good of an estimate or how close it is to the actual population parameter. It is an interval of plausible values for a parameter. So you know how when you see like an exit poll and they say that this guy is predicted to get 48% plus or minus 1%. So what that's saying is it could be anywhere from 47 to 49%, and that is where we get the point estimate plus or minus the margin of error, okay, with a confidence level of C%. So you can say I'm 99% confident that it's going to fall between 46 and 48, okay, or whatever it is. So meaning that C% of possible samples fall into the interval. Remember, plausible does not equal possible, okay? So it is plausible that those possible samples happen. The most common confidence level that we're going to use in here is going to be 95%. It's based on some random statistician that decided to use that a long time ago. So an interpretation statement that we are going to use kind of as a basis is we are blank or C%, so 95% confident, the interval from 53 to 58% captures the population parameter of whatever context. So 53 to 58 captures the proportion of people that voted for senator or whatever. Okay? So 95% confident means if we take many samples of the same size from the population, about 95% of them will result in an interval that captures the actual population parameter. It is not the probability that it falls into the interval, but a set of plausible answers. The probability it falls into the range is either 100%, it does fall in it, or 0%, we didn't capture it, okay? To have a confidence level of 95% confidence, we use point estimate plus or minus 2 standard deviations of the statistic, okay? Which goes back to our 68, 95, 99.7 rule that we had back in like chapter 2, I think it was. So the critical value is the multiplier used to find the C% of confidence, okay? And we use that by looking at Z values. So as the margin of error or critical value times the standard deviation of the statistic increases, meaning gets larger, the confidence level increases. So if you want to say, I am 100% sure, that's C% confident, that between 0 and 100% of the people saw this or voted for this guy, well, yeah, that's, as it increases, we increase our confidence. Now, if you want to say it's between, I'm 5% sure that between 46.1 and 46.2% of all people voted for this person, well, that's going to be much smaller because your confidence, as you're looking at a smaller range, you have less confidence that you're going to hit all the possible things. Alright, so as the margin of error gets smaller, the confidence level decreases. The margin of error also gets smaller as the sample size n increases. Because n increasing means that the standard deviation decreases, okay? So we're looking at a smaller margin of error when we're looking at a larger sample that we're taking it from. So you get 5 people, well, we have a greater chance of messing up than if you get like 100 people, okay? But confidence intervals only work on simple random samples without sampling errors like non-response, undercoverage, bias, etc. So these are kind of what we're going to work with from here. But make sure you get these notes. Make sure you work on your Khan Academy. Make sure you've completed the problems from the textbook from yesterday in class. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all on Monday.